Hi, my name is Hannah, and you're with the Sip Sip Show.
Hey, what's up? This is the Sip Sip Show. Menghapus jarak antara komuniti. Wes gitu. Hari ini kita ada Chris Pereira,
Hi.
ada Cheng
Hi.
and Mel
Hi.
dari Sinik.
Yes.
Mewakili.
Yang tidak sudah mau, oh kita ada orang dari Sinik hari ini. Yang Sinik macam family sudah ini yang, yeah, we have Mel and Cheng.
Oh, coba kau sana sikit. Igen. Dekat lagi. No. There. Lagi. More. Scoot over, more. Yeah, more. Putri, okay tu.
Okay.
Yeah. Wina, okay tu. Nothing fell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Apa itu? Okay.
Okay tu.
So, topic of this episode is postmortem ke ni? Kita juga postmortem lah. Like, we are going to share our experiences during the recent KL Podfest
Yay.
2025. Woohoo. So, first and foremost, thank you KL Podfest sebab offer to invite us the Sip Sip Show untuk bikin kami punya fireside chat yang saya baru belajar apa tu
Well done.
barang.
Well done, Sip Sip Show.
Terima
Chris and
kasih.
Egan.
Thank
We're
you.
very proud of you,
Oh.
guys.
Tapi macam mimpi ni.
Yeah.
Because the year before kan pergi as audience, terus yang macam mau join tu, tapi yang
And you wasn't even expecting that, kan?
ya adalah macam try lah. Saya pergi komen yang KJ punya post apa semua kan yang bolehkah kalau another podcast dari Sabah join, terus yang kena like ini lah, pergi like si Chris, terus yang ada support, terus yang kejap ni si Chris pula ni.
Oh, yang kau punya komen tu.
Yeah. But yalah,
We paksa them to say yes.
Yay.
ya bah, yang kena message terus bagi number terus yang okay lah, tiba-tiba kena WhatsApp ni yang okay.
Sorry ya. Saya distracted.
Apa
Sorry.
kau bikin?
Ada kerja.
Okay. So yeah, we were offered to do a show, a fringe, apa bakal panggil tu? It's a conversation session.
It's a shop.
It's in a shop called Brew and Mass kali
Called
itu.
Fireside Chat.
Fireside Chat.
Brew and Mace.
Ayalah.
Mas.
Tapi dia punya nama sangat tidak macam The Food. Apa maksud dia punya nama kedai itu? Do you know?
Entah.
Okay.
Mungkin nama
So-
laki bini dia Brew and Mace. I don't know. Actually,
So
we
we
never
were-
asked lah.
So we were placed in a restaurant, a nice one lah, quite
Ui, makanan
cozy
dia
one.
sedap bos.
Sangat.
Char kway teow.
Ya, betul.
I didn't get to try.
Kamu order apa sana?
Apa kau order?
Saya order French
Seng
fries.
sate kan?
No. Rentang. French fries.
Aku lupa apa aku order.
Kau
Mel
order- Siapa yang order nasi goreng udang tu?
Saya.
Oh.
Saya sama Jen.
Nasi lemak
Oh ya. Nasi lemak dia pun macam
yang budak-budak punya.
pun besar saya tengok.
Ya, betul.
Ui, udang dia.
Yeah, for a KL shop untuk ada udang yang sangat fresh, saya rasa hairan ni. Yang kau gigitkan dia crunchy. Terus yang, okay. Terpesong saya ni. KL Podfest padahal di
Shout out
makanan.
to Brew and
Anyway,
for the food.
kamu apa yang what did you get from? Okay,
The event.
begini dia punya cerita. Mula-mula I bought tickets. So saya rasa macam okay, tahun ni pun jadi audience. So I bought 5 tickets untuk semua lah, Ate, Ahmad, Stevel and Chris and me. Sekali dapat this gig, so macam okay lah, bikin giveaway lah. So that's why I contact you guys to give away the tickets. So you guys went to more podcast sessions kan dari kami?
I think yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apalah kamu dapat?
Okay.
Okay.
Dari awal lah.
Okay, dari awal lah.
Because it was a 3-day event. And then yang hari pertama tuh it started with an industrial day. Lepas tu malam tuh ada malam seram.
Yeah.
And then after that yang hari kedua, ketiga it was all of the macam podcast and on the main stage ada di fireside session, things like that kan. It was very new to me. I didn't even know that there was a podcast punya festival in Malaysia. Kan? Kakak tahu tak?
No.
Kan?
Kan?
So it was very interesting and we got new perspective. Macam
Betul.
wah, banyak kami belajar benda baru since
Wait, sebelum ni kamu fikir podcast macam mana?
podcast.
Did you have like-
yes,
I think we have very strict, not strict lah, we have very macam thing yang podcast ni everything arrange. Something like that, everything arrange.
Everything is sudah kena plan.
Sudah
out
kena plan.
perfectly.
Macam radio.
Yeah,
Radio.
begitu.
Like in live interview, semua question
Yeah.
prepare and everything, the setup and everything. Before kami
I
join
think because
the
we,
podcast lah.
very used to it kan.
Yeah, betul.
Yang prepare questions gitu.
Very apa tu have the protocol lah.
Structure lah.
Structure, correct.
I guess tidak juga salah. Masih banyak juga podcast yang very structured. Yeah. But this is Podfest kan, so macam dirang all out lah. Macam yang TTYL tu kan.
Iya.
Ada theater lah,
Ada
nyanyi
theater,
lah,
was
ada
amazing.
video.
Oh.
Are you good?
I need to see all the lens, all the cam.
Okay.
Sambung. Sorry.
Ya, macam Idris Jala dengan
Yeah.
12 jam session.
I love that.
Betul.
Itu pun saya di sana kan. Sekejap sini saya tahu mengantuk saya tentu. Saya terlampau low bed. Saya yang
Yeah.
okay, I
Oh yeah,
cannot.
sebab your session was the morning.
Ya.
Almost
yeah.
same
Habis
thing?
dia tu terus kita pergi sana.
Ya, betul.
And I just cannot, saya tiap beli brain sudah.
Faktor umur juga tu.
Yo.
Yeah.
Padahal baru 1 tahun. Last year punya saya semangat motivasi semua. I stayed. I guess satu sih yang saya temis, borak lah. Because they were like 10 AM on the second day. Terus memang tidak dapat bangun ni. Dan baru the ones after that baru saya dapat tengok. But I didn't miss any of the podcast because last year punya setting dia macam back to back in the same place bah.
Oh.
Then the workshops yang lain-lain tempat. And it's all in the same venue juga. So yang tahun ni kan dia macam it's a shopping mall kan. So sikit sana. So everything is jauh-jauh. So macam pros and cons lah. Ada yang bagus, ada yang tidak apa, bingung lah.
Yeah.
Habis kalau dulu kan all the podcast habis sejak dia keluar terus meet and greet punya area bah. So senang ni.
So ini dia ada jauh sikit lah.
Ini
daripada-
jauh, ya.
Okay.
So macam kau berita sesat lagi.
Ya betul.
Yang mana sudah kita ni?
Ya.
Sebab saya tidak expect pun actually meet and greet ke tempat
Yeah.
tu. I thought it was like a macam okay photo booth biasa begitu. I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Sekali kan kau tahu bila baru aku tahu kak
Bila?
yang masa mau apa gambar sama Idris Jala tuh. Terus baru kak bilang, oh kita mau pisah sana tuh, sana lah orang selalu. Terus masih lagi tak register dalam otak aku.
Sebab semua
Terus
orang
time
pergi sana.
kita pergi sana kan, terus oh di sini, ini
Yeah.
pula nih meet and greet.
Kan, yang ada
Ya,
backdrop
ya.
apa semua tu.
Ya.
I mean, it looks nice lah, cantik. Tapi macam because everything sangat open, so mungkin kalau kau temis dia punya direction kan, kau tidak tahu sudah ni.
Betul.
Ya. Dan dia punya, yalah volunteer pun sibuk apa semua.
Yes.
Nanti bagian komplain-komplain tu saya bagi si Chris. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's just kerja. Sorry.
Kami nervous untuk kami punya session. Memang we wanted it to be perfect lah bahkan. Tapi I think Vivi herself brought the macam mana? Dia bawa diri dia sangat bagus.
Yeah.
Sampai kami pun macam senang mau bikin tu session. And she's very natural when it
Yeah,
comes to
she's very natural.
Yeah.
Betul.
Tu si Chris
And
pot
the
dia
way
nangis.
she deliver dia punya story, it was very interesting, very engaging towards the
Yeah.
participants juga.
I'm not sure kalau orang in-scan pernah dengar this side of her.
I think
Sangat,
they had.
ya kah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure lah. I'm not sure
Oh.
juga.
Yeah, because I feel her sacrifice sangat besar ni
Betul.
for her industry. Gila-gila.
Betul.
And kamu ialah anak-anak dia.
Betul.
Kan? Huish.
But your session was very good.
Really?
Really?
We like it.
Betul.
I
Yes.
like it.
Oh, kami dua terlepas hati.
Kenapa?
Because we started macam very disconnected, macam very slow starting dia.
Oh,
Macam
oh,
dia
it was a
lambat
little
mau build
bit.
up. So that's something we
Okay.
learned kalau we doing if it's live or begitu kan. Macam gini kami borak-borak before we started shooting bah. So macam dia warm up sudah.
Okay.
Sana yang terus start gitu kan. So we
Okay.
realize
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
we need a warm up
Okay.
session. Or like Kak Jen said lah, you need to like pijak minyak terus jalan.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
kan?
Yeah.
I realized that juga.
That was us lah. And then I think we're so used to long form. Sekali ada time limit, we a bit hard for us to tweak the time.
But it was
It was
okay.
okay lah.
It was okay, yeah.
Tapi semuanya
Tidak juga ketara,
smoothly okay
Yeah.
kan?
Macam it fell into place lah. Like things yang kami tidak boleh control,
Ya betul.
saya rasa macam dia jadi perfect. Macam itulah yang dalam fikiran saya, okay, jangan trigger orang sampai nangis. Terus yang, tapi kalau dia mau nangis macam mana juga kan? Dan ini satu pergi soal benda yang
Hello, I didn't expect
I
you
know,
would go
I know.
And I saw
We
your
couldn't
face.
control the situation juga. Weh, punya panic kami yang,
No,
okay,
no.
this wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But I guess that made the session human lah.
Betul.
Yeah.
Betul. Maybe because you guys punya podcast yang very natural. Very natural punya, very organic.
Very organic, yeah betul.
So that
Thank you.
situations tu in any way situations pun kamu boleh blend in. Very synergy with the
Guess.
guest tu.
Did you guys plan
Yeah.
your podcast?
We just plan questions je tu.
Yang we wanted to ask Vivi yang 4 soalan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Itu 4 soalan pun is just the macam surface saja. Dan after dia jawab, baru ada soalan-soalan yang kami rasa boleh tanya lepas dia jawab tu soalan. So it didn't really show siapa itu orang from the first question. Dia sangat generik lah. Tapi yalah, itulah Vivi sangat ni.
I think she was very open. Maybe because she's used to
Yeah.
you, biasa sudah kan. So she's
Betul.
okay with being open.
Sakit lagi tu.
Yeah.
Betul sakit lagi.
Hilang mas suara.
But Kairos, shout out
Kairos,
to
we respect
Kairos.
Kairos.
Ada strepsils, ada tisu, ada wet wipes yang complete sial.
Semua ada standby.
Ya ba. Sangat bagus. I mean the whole team ba. Yang si Natasha, si Hafiz,
Hafiz is funny.
sangat A-team lah.
Good lah. Macam Sinik punya community lah. The staff and everything.
And
Do you guys feel related to them?
Yeah.
but after, yeah, I think after Vivi masuk, we felt like we don't feel like begini
Ada
separate.
gap.
Macam we are more comfortable in talking juga to them. Sebab macam there's one in-scan team Nama dia si Melville. Nama
What?
dia sama. Terus kami bilang, adik-beradik.
Yeah.
Ya.
Okay.
Terus dia bilang, ya, kau tahu kok orang bilang, adik kau tu si Melvita.
Wow.
Terus,
Tapi-
and
You and Melvin tuh satu sekolah kan, Mel?
they, not in the same batch.
Oh, tidak.
Cuma because I was in Olsen kan. Tapi ya ndak pernah sama-sama lah. Tapi ya we went to Olsen.
Oh,
But
I like kamu punya session.
yeah,
Yeah, in a professional sense tidak nampak yang Cheng ini siapa. bukan bilang dia tidak power. It was very powerful.
yeah.
And the humility was very real. Yang dia cakap pasal kerja-kerja itu yang wait a minute. Dia apa dia yang acting CEO and you don't realize that you're talking to that person until yang wait a minute. Baru kami sedar yang shit, okay.
Yeah.
Orang besar nih.
I think that's what I like with them is the hierarchy and respect, tapi it's not a hard line. Dia macam it's more like everybody's in the same group.
Betul.
Like everyone's fighting for the same thing lah. Everyone has their roles, tapi it's not macam the line is sini lah. Kau sana saya kau sana.
Betul. I think itu adalah salah satu what we are do dekat sini, what we implement to all staff. Even we are different, kita punya roles, tapi we treat everyone sama.
Yes.
Even we do like every program pun, even kita punya HR, finance can lead the program. So everyone sama, get the same experience. Biarpun bos kah, siapa-siapa, semua pun sama.
Yes. And we tried to like gather everyone together. Sometimes we would do like weekly huddle. We do brown bag session just to macam get everyone together.
Ini semua
To
terminologi
listen.
kita tidak pakai. Apa itu?
Yeah, what's
Okay.
a
Oh,
brown
sorry.
bag session?
Sorry.
Yeah.
brown-
Brown bag session like a paling senang macam presentation session lah. Macam contoh.
Sharing session.
Yeah,
Itu lah
sharing
kan.
session. Yeah. Sometimes when we go macam contoh international ataupun pergi event anyway, we would come back and present something to the team. What did we learn from that event? Begitu.
Oh.
Yeah. So we call it a brown bag session.
Brown bag session.
But it doesn't have to be about somewhere you went. It can be anything about your life. Maybe you want to talk about gardening. Anything. It can be anything. Just to make sure that that we talk. Begitu.
Macam Toastmaster gitu kan?
Ya lebih kurang.
TED Talk.
Ya lebih kurang Toastmaster. Tapi Sinik punya
Sini punya apa version?
Sinik punya version. And Huddle pula is a weekly check-up.
Check up.
Oh, weekly ke tu?
It's not like we try to do it weekly.
Weekly lah.
Sometimes ya kalau busy betul macam tidak juga lah.
To
Tapi
know apa tu what there's in the plate
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Kalau dorang need assistant kan, it helps and everything.
but we try our best to make it weekly.
Yeah, weekly.
Sometimes through WhatsApp what's on your plate kan?
Betul.
It's something that the leaders, the acting CEO are doing. And kalau
checking
CEO of the
everyone.
month pun
Yeah.
buat begitu juga.
Siap deman.
Masih lagi kah CEO of the month? Still going on?
Since we are busy, we are
Yeah,
then
stop.
kami
This month
this
kami
month.
stop kan, stop this month. Tapi bulan 12 maybe we start again lah.
Yeah.
Bulan 12 December.
Exciting. So CEO of the month dia betul-betul buat kerja CEO lah.
They are not. I mean,
Atau dia
macam mana?
punya
Lebih
exposure
kurang,
tu.
Lebih kurang. Yeah.
Tapi the decision tu dia buat,
yeah.
tapi dia ada perse yes or no daripada the acting CEO
Yes.
ataupun CEO.
Yes.
Tim tu
Tapi
serius-serius juga
Ya,
kan?
serius, betul
Yeah,
serius.
Decision making.
Decision making.
They are included in decision making.
And kalau meeting, dia the one yang the
Lead,
meeting.
yeah.
Oh, itu yang stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I think
Engagement,
traditional
waktu.
government leadership tidak buat begitu. So that's why I think when Sinik, Vivi maybe from Magic Mia days, it was very, I feel macam very modern corporate sudah. They're more, okay lah, it's more everybody like balik-balik cakap lah, everybody working towards the same goal. Not just individual based. Even though you have your KPI masing-masing, tapi the bigger picture is everybody works together.
Yeah. Betul.
Same end goals.
Okay, balik ke podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
Banyak nih yang mau cerita. Iklan.
I mean, we had 3 sessions dengan kamu, dengan Vivi, and dengan The Boys, which I love juga. Kamu nampak batu kan with Hafiz and
Iya.
Khairus.
Nampak.
Apa komen?
Khairus was very professional.
Iya.
Kan?
Dia PR, betul-betul PR. bro.
Betul-betul
Damage
PR.
control kan?
Yeah.
Betul-betul PR.
Apa yang si Hafiz yang dia cover paitong dia cantik.
Yeah. And he always have something to say. Kan?
I mean,
Like he always have a way to macam to say it in a very like nice way.
I guess because the way Hafiz bercakap is, I mean, bukan saya mau kutuk, but it feels incomplete. Then si Khairus akan datang and kasih complete ya. What he meant was begini. Terus yang, because first I know si Hafiz nervous and he has a lot to say. Dia semua tak keluar, tapi macam kurang tersusun. Then Khairus datang yang sepatutnya begini. Terus yang terus dia defrag tu barang ni yang cantik.
Especially yang saya tanya pasal yang Bumi Putra and Race tu.
Oh ya,
Oh, itu panik jawapan dia.
makin dia bercakap.
Makin dia jawab macam makin gani.
This is gonna be I think we'll release that episode first lah.
Yeah.
Then baru kita.
Then we recap this.
So go back and see that.
So like when we interviewed InScan, we literally tiada questions tu.
Yeah.
Betul-betul tengok the personalities diorang and see how we can move along with jawapan diorang juga lah. How they reply, how they answer. Then we ikut gitu-gitu insyaAllah kami. So
What I like is kita jadi informed me lepas bercakap sama orang.
Baru
Because
faham.
we know what InScan does, but after talking to them, like you know the people behind InScan mah. Yang begini dong
Behind
ya
the
tim.
branding.
Yeah.
Pula. Yeah.
That's where I feel InScan dengan Sinik sangat gel. Macam boleh ni. At first I feel like could it be because of Vivianti? Then bila kau bercakap sama tu orang-orang bercakap sama kamu, then I see macam no, it's the people itself.
I
It's
think
the
maybe
people themselves.
Vivianti brought it out more lah.
Yeah.
Because before this you didn't really. For me lah,
Enabled.
kau tidak nampak orang InScan. Kau nampak kerja InScan tapi kau tidak nampak orang-orang dia. Now I feel you see more of the people
Yeah.
than just InScan. It feels more human. Macam dulu it feel very macam government. Ada event
corporate.
gitu-gitu. It didn't feel personal. Bagi saya lah. Kenapa serius?
Thinking. Thinking dan separuh mau tertidur. What was your favorite session? I mean beyond yang sip-sip yang kerja
Yang semua kau nampak, semua kau ikut.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, kakak duluan.
Maybe kalau from my part yang TTYL kan, because dia punya sharings tu I think very related to me about the Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sangat.
sangat.
Kau
Sebab
boleh melihat-lihat. Hijab kau terbuka.
no, ya secara tidak sengaja lah.
Hah?
Yeah.
Ya, I think when I was bila tu tingkatan 3. Since tingkatan 3. Start di sana.
Ya, actually saya takut mau bawa dia pergi malam seram.
Ya, malam seram tu kan we decide, okay Mel, malam seram tu dah ni malam kan. I mean sharing malam ni malam seram. Kalau memang betul seram,
Kita
saya tahu-
keluar.
Kita keluar sih ya.
Sekali
Kita
di sebelah
keluar-
kami full.
Ya sebelum pas tu kata Mel begini, kacing tutup mata sama tutup
Ya betul.
masa yang apa tu yang keluar the voice
ya,
tu,
yang ada
yang
voice
the real one tu, saya
Oke,
begini,
kacing tutup.
saya betul tutup.
Oh, yang dia kasih play the
Ya.
recording tu.
Ya.
Yo, saya sangat saya appreciate because the last time yang saya datang, saya duduk belakang KJ bah.
Oh,
Terus itu Pontianak datang mau kasih takut dia dengan saya sekali bah yang mau pingsan. Habis dia timbul tiba-tiba nih. Terus yang so that night saya berhabis ni tengok adakah dia like di sini ada lagi kah yang mau tiba-tiba keluar. So yang saya risau. Habis saya duduk kan di aisle seat kan. Nasib baik tiada.
Pas tu kami datang awal untuk pilih seat.
pilih seat yang tengah-tengah.
Yang pocong dah datang.
We were happy yang you guys really went for a lot of the sessions ni.
Ya.
But I think I'm very sad that we didn't get to went to Kinabalu.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kinabalu podcast.
Yeah.
Very entertaining lah dia orang.
Ya.
Dia yang how you say, they feed the masses lah. Dia orang sangat apa yang kau mau nah kasih. Sakina,
Yeah.
the singing. I guess kalau orang yang die hard fan dia orang terubat lah dia orang punya rindu gitu. Because I think that was when's the last time Kado menyanyi?
2 years after his album, so 2020 kali. No. Bukan, dia awal loh.
Because Kado dulu penyanyi. Dia ni memang R&B bahkan dia.
Yeah.
Oh, patutlah dorang menyanyi di
Ya,
Food
so
Fest.
itu memang makanan dia tu.
Oh.
Yeah, I rakam his first album.
Really?
Yeah, I worked the first album. I mixed, I think.
Oh, but I didn't know Sakina can sing.
Yo, she's a really good singer. Hebat.
I don't know.
Tinggi gila suara dia. Yang time apa tuh kan? I saw the video that Kinabalu podcast posted. Tinggi gila suara si Sakina.
Kenny pun menyanyi.
Ya, ya. Dia memang pada menyanyi.
Sabahan kan? Sabahan kan?
Ya.
Ya, sabahan kan.
We
Tapi
are,
saya tak boleh
Dah,
nyanyi.
dah.
I cannot.
we are the 1%.
I cannot. Kau boleh, saya tidak boleh.
I cannot.
Kau boleh, kau karaoke lagi, okay?
Ya, boleh memang kita pergi record.
Time saya mabuk, saya fikir saya boleh nyanyi.
Saya langsung, I cannot.
Ayo. Saya pernah cakap sama si N, saya boleh nyanyi bah. Okay, dia bilang kan. Terus
Bini
yang
sendiri ya.
ada bahasa nyanyi time orang kahwin di kampung. Iyalah, di kampung. Oh, okay. Terus yang realize dia yang reality check. Kau kampung-kampung kan. Sedih. But yeah, for me TTYL lah juga. Saya sangat, saya pernah, the first one yang saya nampak, apa Podfest, the first Podfest kan, kau boleh nampak si siapa nama tu? Neil Hanan. Waktu dia bercakapkan, they have hand signals ah. Yeah. So macam kalau your point is dragging macam kita sekarang sangat terlampau laid back kan, so dia kasih
Actually saw dorang punya hand signals.
ya.
Tapi I didn't know it was hand signals.
Those were hand signals so. Dia pandai signal dia punya
Ya,
kawan-kawan
ya.
untuk
Saya nampak begini-begini. Tapi I didn't realize it meant something.
dia sangat efficient tu orang tu.
Oh.
Ya. Gila ni. So kalau I don't know during kamu punya talk, during kamu punya presentation, kalau if you can use that
Yeah.
macam
It's very helpful.
kalau kau yang telinga 2 kali, mungkin kau punya monitor tidak function, ada something wrong with the mic. So they are language yang different layer ni. Habis dia memang TV punya orang.
Ya,
bah.
ya, ya. Kan?
Maybe.
Ya.
Hebat tuh, hebat.
Ya, sangat-sangat hebat.
I don't know. I think dorang tuh mesti dorang plan tuh kan, like how to
Yeah.
to,
To the second tu.
ya kan?
Habis penuh betul bah dorang punya session.
Betul.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I really like Game of Impossible punya podcast. Sebab I think it was the gem. Sama I like how they brought the story about dia punya great grandfather
Oh.
yang si Datuk Sri Idris Jalla punya grandfather kah? Great grandfather kah? I forgot. So macam wow, interesting gitu.
Tidak rasa awkward kah? Because it's a father son thing kan?
Yeah, it is. Tapi saya pun tak tahu macam mana orang boleh keep that. I don't
Atau
know.
memang diorang selalu in communication.
Yeah.
Mungkin.
Saya rasa kalau saya bercakap sama bapak saya kan,
Kan?
hancur kan?
Kan?
Dia jadi apa-apa. Sudahlah kau. Tapi itulah dia. What I like about Idris Jalla kan, dia macam it's like this Leon. Terus yang apa-apa episode it's like this Leon. Dia anak dia sudah besar begitu pun dia tidak berhenti mengajar nih. Terus yang ketiga pun yang kadang-kadang macam jealous dia yang bapak saya begini.
Sama we get to meet with them after the session kan, and they were very nice. They were like a very happy family. Believe it or not, they are like betul-betul the happy family. Kan?
Betul.
Diorang bergambar, lepas tu terus we met with the whole Jalla family lah.
Yeah,
Tidak juga
Jalla.
lah the
Oh.
whole Jalla, but like
The whole family sana.
dia punya wife,
Wife.
si Leon punya wife and si Datuk Sri punya wife was there. Terus kami macam iyalah sempatlah bergambar selfie.
Patut the whole Sabah gang bergambar dengan the Sarawak gang.
Iya.
Baru ada Borneo Block.
Boleh blog. Iya.
Didn't we do one?
No.
Or was it just Sabah satu?
I mean Sabah saja.
Oh.
It was on the first day tu. So siapa?
Si Flan yang ambil kan?
The dad wasn't there. Idris Jalla. Kalau ada complete tu.
But it was quite sad sebab dorang punya session microphone dorang was ada problem.
Ya kah?
Ya, sampai si Datuk Sri dia terpaksa macam pakai mic si Leon.
Oh.
Ya, itulah yang ya kesian. Tapi overall it was good.
Okay. Apa yang kau gerigitan ni?
I think the tech team was not ready for the amount of work that was needed to be done. Tidak cukup. I didn't think they have enough spare mics for everybody. They might have underestimated. And I think tech-wise it could have been better lah. Because I don't know who I was talking to. Like, kau buat festival podcast, but there's no recording of the podcast bah? Tidak?
The recordings kau kena buat sendiri. So it was, dia tahu lah kalau yang main stage.
Tidak juga.
Tidak juga.
Tidak juga. Kado themselves brought their own equipment.
Oh.
Yeah. They had to bring their own recording device juga.
So it was just PA lah gitu.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Itulah macam sayang lah.
Because this might be like legit documentation.
Like the first one kan ada video sama audio. So the second one langsung tiada. So macam yeah. And I think they didn't have enough team members. So macam I think a bit huru hara on the behind the scenes sides lah. Like the setup, the podcast okay ke tidak. There was a bit kau pandai-pandai lah sendiri gitu. It felt very much like that. For me lah. Felt very much like that. Because sebelum Kado punya setup pun diorang yang setup sendiri tu, the input output semua.
Yeah, saya nampak si Kenny video si Kado setting up his own mic.
Yeah, so tech wise for me a bit kurang. But that okay lah, boleh lah.
Kan sebab KL Podfest mau orang berdikari.
I don't know, if your first one was already that big kan, I would expect to carry
Yeah,
on
the
lah.
first one was like TV ni. All these big cameras.
So maybe
the
it's
mics
a
were
case,
nice.
maybe it's a case of funding and they had to mau tidak mau kasih jalan juga the event. So it's hard to say lah, but for me, it was a bit of a letdown lah. Because I would expect more for a podcast festival. Like you would have equipment that fits a podcast. Expectations lah for me. So yeah, tech-wise macam ada kurangs.
Do you foresee KL Podfest 2026?
I think it would happen, but I think previous podcasters yang were in 2025 might have a lot more questions about apa yang ada, apa yang tiada, apa yang betul-betul ada, apa yang betul-betul tiada. Yeah. And the space of the like for fireside chats lah. If we ever get called again, if we're still doing fireside, is like does the venue fit or not?
Please
Rather
invite
than
them
just a
again.
venue.
Please invite them to KL Podfest again.
Sip
And
show.
more Sabahan podcasters.
Yay!
Hopefully I can bring the history podcast lah kalau dapat next year. I have to revive it dulu. For me lah, it was just a lot of technical issues. Like I felt was too basic to be an issue.
A lot of
Like for our set kan yang with Vivi tu, we needed a specific cable to connect ini to the main PA bah. Because kami rakam kan. So the microphone semua masuk sini dulu, baru hantar pergi the PA system lah. So we screenshot tu gambar cable dia macam mana, specs dia macam mana, hantar sama dia orang. They didn't get back to us malam tu. So nasib, shout out to JD lah. He borrowed us the cable. Paksa pergi studio di TTDI, ambil tu barang semua. And then next day they reply, Egan, oh we got the cable, ini jenis cable. Which was nothing like what we asked for. So macam yang, yeah.
panic.
Tapi I'm like, yeah, just annoying lah. It's minor annoyance lah, technical tapi macam annoying lah.
Because they didn't allocate the right person to do
Maybe.
niche work. Kau sound.
Oh, betul?
Yeah.
Like they should have foreseen that we wanted to do recordings as well. And yes, kita boleh bawa barang sendiri, but the question of how do you connect to your external system and all that stuff. Things like that lah, technical stuff.
Apa? Kalau kerajaan bilang masih banyak ruang untuk penambahbaikan. Gitu. Before kamu tengok all these local podcast kan, kamu layan podcast kah?
Jarang.
Ya, betul, jarang.
Jarang. Yeah. I mean, I sometimes watch siapa tu? Game of Impossible sometimes.
You watch it on YouTube, TikTok, IG?
YouTube
Ah,
sometimes. Yeah. Lepas tu apa lagi ya? Apa yang famous? I think tu je lah. Very macam kalau kebetulan tengok, tengok begitu.
Me too. Ikut apa?
Yeah.
Situasi. Kalau for me. Dulu jarang tengok. Tapi I selalu tengok the podcast punya show. Tapi I not remember sebab saya jarang tengok. Ikut mood. Bila need motivasi saya tengok.
Ya, betul. And it's usually macam apa? Orang putih punya podcast.
Ya, betul. Yang
Orang
the
putih.
Indian guy
Yeah.
tu. Tapi I forgot already siapa nama dia.
Kalau kamu start dengar podcast yang contemporary punya kan, ada banyak tau podcast pelik-pelik. Macam ada satu podcast dia panggil The Gibberish Podcast. Dia ambil bunyi ambience macam di kedai makan. Bila kau dengarkan macam orang bercakap yang terus macam kau punya subconscious mind akan fikir kau di tempat awam ni padahal kau satu orang di rumah.
Astaga.
Dia sangat sebab ada ni orang dia this one podcast yang dari yang lokal lah. Tapi dia punya listeners dia banyak di luar negara. So bila dia orang jumpa one of these listeners yang datang dari Singapore, so dia cakap, saya suka kamu punya slang saja. So bila saya dengar, saya rasa macam saya di kampung, dia bilang. Tapi saya tidak dengar pun apa kamu cakap, dia bilang. Dia tidak dengar pun apa the conversation is. Dia cuma mau rasa macam dia tidak kesunyian saja. So dia, kalau kau dengar TTYL pula, dia orang bercakap tu macam dia orang include itu audience di dalam itu conversation, walaupun dia orang tidak bercakap dengan angin lah kan. Tapi macam dia orang acknowledge there's someone else there listening to dia orang punya conversation. So bila orang dengarkan, dia orang start texting dia orang si Nel, dia orang si Zulzamir, macam dia orang ni kawan lama ni, because they feel so immersed in the conversation, macam dia orang pun
dorang rasa dorang
macam dia orang kena appreciate betul dalam tu conversation. Padahal dia orang membawang je pun. So, dia tahu macam podcast ni lagi banyak dia punya function yang kita tidak sedar.
Yeah, betul. I think that's juga the one yang what we learn lah. Sebab to have a great podcast tu kan, it's the emotional with our listener. It's not just about bercakap.
Yeah.
It's about kita punya attachment with kita punya listener. Bila orang feel the momentum of the podcast tu, memang akan kau. The outcome tu dan output tu memang rasa.
Yeah.
Like not sia-sia lah, something like that. I think that's the important lah.
Yeah.
Kan?
True. But what I learned from this KL Podfest kan, I think I learned to appreciate podcast more.
Wow.
Macam, because after that, terus kami selalu, macam we started to listen to the
Betul.
podcasters
Betul.
yang ada di situ. Terus macam yang wow. And we try to macam reflect on how our podcasts are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Betul. Itu totally agree. You know what? Like,
What was that?
Kenapa tu?
Yalah, I mean, because this is, we never,
Ya, betul.
kita tak pernah pun,
dia ada words tu. Seeing is believing.
yeah.
Kan?
Sebab
After we join the KL Podfest, totally macam voice.
Yeah. Lain, no?
Line.
Macam yang,
Totally line.
Kami tahu
salah.
sudah apa mau
Macam
buat.
begini
Gitu.
lagi.
Ya, betul.
Macam silap betul kan kita buat tu.
Okay. Kita buat ni macam,
Yeah.
macam perlu banyak penambahbaikan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Itu siap.
Betul. So in a way we learn a lot, which is why it's very important for us juga to macam kami takut juga actually yang awal-awal, apalah ni kita datang ni ya, mungkin yalah kita dengar memang untuk rasa macam untuk beneficial kita sendiri
Ya,
Bani,
betul.
bukan untuk like what are we going to give to the company. Why are we attending this event? Terus kali kami attend kan, oh banyaknya kami belajar.
Betul. Banyak.
So happy
Betul.
you guys came.
I didn't see it that way. So
Yeah.
mula-mula sebelum ni kamu fikir just to consume the content lah.
Yeah. But just to consume first lah. Macam memang apalah ni yang kami mau expect, what are we going to learn, macam other than that. Terus I know that yang big people are coming like Keluar Sekejap, Game of Impossible, macam begitu. Oh, saya pernah tengok dia punya but never actually listen, like just okay because they're famous, like I see them on my FYP a lot, but never actually sit and listen to them. And itu made me macam okay, banyak belajar satu, made me appreciate them more. And macam yang wow, actually banyak benda Bani they have to do in order to make this a success gitu. So yeah.
I like the part where you get to see your podcasters in dirang punya human form. Macam ada yang bawa anak in a stroller, ada yang tengah stress dengan entah apa dia cakap di phone, yang kau nampak yang podcasters are human too. Yang ada banyak behind the
Very
scenes yang
real.
the struggle semua kau nampak bah.
Yeah.
Terus yang sama pula kita ni yang habis saya selalu fikir dia ni sangat atas, sangat cool. Sekali kau tu yang
banyak followers,
sampalau juga
influencer ni
ni.
begitu.
Sama juga.
And I think we realize something kan yang before this memang kami ada like bukan juga angan-angan lah juga angan-angan to set sini punya podcast. But we just like okay kita set podcast beginilah yang kita tahu apa yang kita tahu based on what we see lah kan. Tapi after the KL podcast kan podcastnya
Hitam siap.
KL
Ngam gitu.
podcast
Dia
kan
juga tahu.
ya kan mungkin kita buatlah kan kayak Sabah podcast contoh.
Contoh.
After we go KL podcast kan okay we realize okay untuk buat tu sinik punya podcast kan we both of us set the tone. Macam mana kita akan bawa ke depan. Sebab yalah kalau contoh like what we do sekarang yang Sinik Community punya podcast tu yang soon nanti episode 5. Kalau ini tayang awal kan.
Oh ya, cuma 3 tu.
Yeah, you know what? After that kan, after itu nanti soon yang episode 5 tu saya dia punya moderator. Because I think kan macam gini.
Don't miss out.
Yeah, I think macam okay, kalau sini punya podcast tu both of us yang pergi tu kita set the tone. Macam mana kita akan bawa ke depan. Sebab before this kita okay, begini ni podcast ni tau, kita buat beginilah kita set. Tapi after that we realize macam yang okay, kalau kita mau buat podcast yang kita mau yang we impikan tu dia mesti like very natural. And that tu yang benda tu we learn from both of you.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Didn't expect that coming, right?
Ini bagus kan tak? Is this good?
How not to do something.
Yeah. Yang like Mel, betul ba yang kami ada conversation? Betul ba Mel kita tidak soalan? Sebab before this kami buat podcast kan, siap tu dia punya soalan tu.
Script lah ada.
Kami set everything the question. Lepas tu betul ba Mel?
Kami
Kita tidak
panic.
soalan. Ya, ndak panic. Lepas tu kami
Itulah balik-balik kalau if you realize balik-balik tidak salah kata. If you realize
Kejap, sudah keluar kah?
yang I mean
yang yang kita yang di KL tu ba. Yang KL podcast tu kan.
Yeah.
Sebab
Masa kamu mau interview kami kan, kami macam
Oh ya.
kan if you realize I macam
Ya,
balik-balik
ya.
macam balik-balik pasti Mel tanya ni, then realize yang tidak soalan kah?
Oh ya, kami saya biasa orang tanya gitu. Yang kau relax ya.
Yeah.
And apa tu terus kami ulang kaji sudah sip show kami tengok, kami bersiap, kami dengar
Wow.
Ya, betul.
kami belajar apa dia punya homework, apa dia punya tone of
tengok.
questions,
Siapa kita
dia punya
tengok tu?
scope, the angle dia mana dia mau tak tengok kan.
Kejap. So bila kamu buat begitu apa lah yang kamu dapat?
We learn yang kamu punya set of questions dia very natural. Especially kami punya live and add on with kerja begitu. And then somehow from our kita punya jawapan tu di situlah yang akan kamu generate questions dari homework. Dari homework. I think itulah.
I think on our side, we didn't plan much kan. I think we only planned the starting question je lah tu.
Oh yeah.
Ya kah?
The starting question is.
Yeah, kami tak ada buat homework. So we just literally. So for us, or like him and me lah, like, okay lah, your sip is you are very emotionally, your EQ sangat tinggi. So you connect with people on an emotional level.
Yes.
I connect more on not intellectual lah, tapi more on the technical side of things. So kalau macam saya punya sofa sessions, it was like how you do what you do, kenapa kau masih di KK, more on that lah. Egan Mia is more on kenapa kau buat.
Kalau kamu mau tengok dia punya yang pelik punya podcast, yang dia kena interview JD. Is that still
Yeah,
online?
it's still on his
So
macam.
JD Popshavit interview dia, bercakap pasal frekuensi, pasal tombol radio apa barang saya tak tahu. Terus yang macam kau beli kasih mati dan kau beli on balik, still kau tak faham dia pernah cakap. But ada banyak followers si JD yang faham apa tu barang. So meaning apa yang kita cakap sekarang ni kan might not be interesting
Yeah,
to like half of this circle, tapi ada orang akan dapat something.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing to learn, I think, from a podcast is how to not lead the conversation. Like you have to allow the other person to cakap apa dia cakap. So kadang-kadang how you question pun impacts how they answer. So like we and Egan were talking about kadang-kadang you ask 2 questions in one question kan. Kadang-kadang the second question dictates the first answer, sudah apa? So if you split it separately, the answers will be different. So that's why sometimes the more you do it, the more you know how to ask questions. So how you ask questions pun leads on to more questions.
You know where I learned this?
What?
This so-called skill untuk tanya questions. Si Amy Dangin.
Ah,
Yeah. Waktu dia di KK12, dia ada first question saja. Macam siapa tu? Si Apeng kan? The intern dulu tu yang di
Oh,
DJ
Ameng.
orang.
Amin kah?
I think Apeng tu.
Okay. Okay.
Yang suka lagu Sailor Moon. So dia bilang kan, bila saya buat saya punya session saya punya internship sana kan, I learn 2 different ways yang sangat berbeza. Macam Ben Ozer, dia akan curate dia punya soalan. Lepas ni ini, lepas ni ini. So everything has to be structured. Satu kali si Amy tiada bantering partner. So dia si Apeng pergi dalam dia punya session. Kau duduk saya, dia bilang. Terus dia bilang sudah start apa semua, dia on. Terus baru cakap, jam tadi waktu dia mau datang sini. Terus dia cerita pasal jalan raya, pasal street light, pasal gaya orang bawa kereta. And it was for 3 hours. Dengan dia punya segments lah. Sebelum lagu, selepas lagu. So yeah, Amy can do that. Saya terbelajar something lagi. Bila kau ada a set of questions juga, kami kena bagi 7 soalan untuk tanya kedutaan Canada kah di Sandakan. Terus saya bilang, Amy, kau lead lah ni, silangan, because saya rasa kau lagi petah lah dia bercakap time tu. I think sip-sip time tu jarang bikin. I think that was our first live session tu. So dia buat itu 7 soalan like it was in a conversation ni. Kau tidak nampak yang dia masuk pergi soalan kedua, masuk pergi soalan ketiga. Dia bukan, okay, soalan yang pertama, tidak. Dia bercakap terus yang baru kau realize yang ini point yang the first question sudah. So she's very very good ni.
I think that
very
one
smooth
that one comes from the reporting background juga.
Oh yeah.
Because I got interviewed by a KL magazine dulu. They email lah questions. Sekali you read the article kan, dia buat macam conversation. I'm like, what? How do you do this? He said, that's how we create these conversations supaya it's not too much macam A B.
Yeah.
But how do you expect what people will say? And
You don't.
Okay.
Dia
Itu
dia macam
you don't.
dia bawa kau sap bilang terus yang next question.
Yeah. I think that's why like si Hafiz kan in Scan 2 when he said bangsa, I built on that question because that was my question. Like I wanted to know how we built on. So it's also your personality ya, yang apa yang kau mau tahu. So when you hear the answers kan, then it'll be more what I want to know. So like kamu dua kan, syok tuh kalau kamu dua host, masing-masing ada soalan lain sendiri. Like for VV punya interview tu, 4 soalan tu kan.
4 je.
First question was my question kah? No, first question was you.
Mine.
First question was him, second question was me, third question was him, fourth question was me. So dia gitu-gitulah.
Yeah, berpas-pas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saya punya question untuk VV time tu is very senang because kita pernah bikin the first episode tu kan. So the question yang saya tanya is a build up from that episode. Dia pernah cerita dia pernah bikin sushi. So I wanted during the first one dia tidak cerita what was the struggle like, apa yang dia belajar from being independent di negara orang. So I wanted saya recap balik. So dia I think why she was triggered because the first question was about the last episode. So itu yang bikin dia terus tergerak kali itu. Sorry.
Like my questions pula was more on her job scope lah. Like I wanted to know the difference between like you're managing Sabahans and managing non-Sabahans. Like not Sabahans, like Sabah state versus federal. What's the differences? The mental side of things, the operational side of things. So that was my questions lah. Itu yang saya tanya juga. In a very nice way.
Yeah. I like when Jen Thompson tegur saya. Dia cakap, bukan tegur, dia tanya, were you once a worship leader? Macam in church ada yang kalau
Yeah.
you familiar with worship leaders?
Dia
Dia kalau
macam-
macam choir gitu kan, konon lah choir lah. So this one person yang di depan sekali, dia yang bercakap dengan audience untuk kasih semangat gitu, untuk nyanyi lagu gereja lah. Sedangkan the way you trigger Vivianti untuk terkeluar dia punya emotion gitu kan, macam worship leaders dia boleh bikin, dia bilang. Terus saya bilang, pernah, tapi dulu saya bilang like more than 15 years ago. Saya bilang, dia cakap lah macam it's still in you. Terus macam okay. Sangat Kristian gitu.
And semua orang tidak akan dapat buat macam tu.
Yeah, betul.
Kan?
Not everyone can
To pull the
betul-betul,
feeling.
yeah. Yang ask the right question. Betul.
I feel what my advice to you guys is lah kan, jangan segan mau tanya soalan.
Yeah.
Kau tanya yang even though it's hard questions. Because if it's hard questions, the other person can either deflect or dia boleh jawab however he wants to jawab lah. Ataupun dia tidak mau jawab pun okay juga kan.
Okay.
You can always say, oh, I don't want to answer the question. But I think in Sabah context lah, I still think kami tidak tanya soalan yang perlu ditanya. Kau semua takut. So we don't ask the questions we should ask. The one I learned from Sejuta Impian lah, that reality show dulu. Yang the idea, my concept in KK, semua saya tanya, semua oh cantik ngam, tiada query, semua ngam, betul tak? Pergi sana, aduh terbengkalai, jawapan semua dia kena layan. Like, no, they were asking questions that we didn't ask. Yeah.
Okay.
Ada
Expect the
baiknya
unexpected.
juga kalau kamu overthinking.
Yeah.
Because at some point those hard questions will be asked. Kalau orang yang tanya kamu terus mati kutu nih, tapi at least kalau kamu yang start the conversation with hard questions, then you set the standard. Macam kau cakap lah, you set the standard. You lead people to where the conversation should be. Kalau dia ringan-ringan, then ringan lah saja. Tapi kalau kamu start terus kau, then begitulah terus tu.
Sampai di end kau.
Kita punya masalah, kita ringan baru jahat.
I think that's how you build it up lah. So they're comfortable with you to ask juga. Kan?
Betul.
And I think with me, people know my questions memang akan yang sial punya. Berapa kali sudah kurang ajar punya soalan, I'm like,
Time check.
baru 1 jam. Bulat-bulat.
Okay.
Should we, nantilah off camera lah baru secak.
Apa itu?
Ha?
If
Tidak,
it's
about Dorang punya podcast dulu tu bah. Yang we talked about it.
Off camera lah.
Ya, off camera.
So we gulung?
Gulung pun boleh.
Anything you guys wanna add?
Banyak lagi ting dong mau cakap.
Since you're here, ini publish bila?
Tengok kau lah.
Kau punya
No,
event
because
bila?
we have how many more videos to publish before this?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Gila, banyak.
5.
Minggu depan, bulan depan lah tu.
Arsek bila?
November.
Yeah,
Early
Early
November.
November.
First week
Early
November.
November.
Kan? I think can.
I think can.
We can push some of the others
Yeah.
later.
We published this before
Yeah.
Arsek.
So-
do promote.
Okay, Mel.
Itu dia.
Okay, so we have a big event, an international event coming up this November. What is it, kakak?
Rural Social Enterprise Gathering. So basically Rural Social Enterprise Gathering ni we bring, okay, before that, on top of that, 27 sampai 31 Oktober, we bring 10 social enterprise from Sabah going to attend Social Enterprise World Forum in Taiwan.
Taipei.
Siok. Punya siok. Jealous.
Yeah. So we bring them untuk tengok how the social enterprise di luar sana. And after that, a few of speaker and delegates from Taiwan come to Sabah to join the first in Asia
Yeah.
Rural Social Enterprise Gathering yang akan berlangsung pada 1 until 3 November.
Yes.
Because for the photo, they're invitations only. So all the speaker, delegates, participant ni learn how our SE social enterprise in Sabah ni, diorang punya the landscape, the challenges, what they need. And same goes juga kepada SE tu, they learn from our speaker, from the forum itself. Jadi dia ada discussion, so SE can see the perspective internationals. And our delegates international can see the perspective of kita punya Sabahan punya social enterprise.
Yes. And we are collaborating. CINIC, Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center, is collaborating together with Social Enterprise World Forum. They are based in
Scotland and support by kami punya Kementerian Sains Teknologi dan Inovasi Sabah,
KSTI.
KSDI.
Yes.
I think diorang belum kasih tahu just actually how big this thing is. Because if I'm not mistaken, kau pernah cerita yang it's piggybacking off of another event kan?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the piggybacking the one in Taipei, Taiwan, the Social Enterprise World Forum.
And this is the first one in Malaysia ni kan korang buat?
Yes, and the whole Asia.
Itu mau jual itu.
Rural
It's the
Social
first one in the whole of
Enterprise
Asia, not
Yeah.
just Malaysia lah kan?
Yeah,
Before this rural social gathering di Australia.
yeah. It was in 2022. Yeah,
In 2025 di Sabah.
di Sabah, and it won't be happening within 5 more
10
years.
years.
10
10
more
years.
years. Yeah,
Besar ni barang
yeah.
bos.
Yeah.
In Asia lah.
So what they're doing is a very, very, very big thing.
Kind of like the Olympics of
Ya, betul.
SE.
The Olympic of
SEs.
SE.
Yeah, betul.
Gila lah.
Itulah pada alang-alang.
Tickets for first and second day sold
Sold
out.
out.
Woohoo! Sorry.
Sold
But
out.
third day ada masih.
Masih ada third day
Yeah,
untuk
for the
forum,
forum.
still we open lah.
How much is the third day punya?
Yang rural forum.
Yeah. Berapa harga dia?
Dia ada difference of rate. Dia ada for the government dia ada different rate. I think 300 350 for the social enterprise, 200. If you want to double check, you can go to our website and social media. Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center.
Siapa mau pergi tau?
Ya,
Yes.
Okay.
We should too.
We should.
betul.
Boleh.
Hey.
Apa lagi?
Okay. What else?
Your future thoughts on your podcast. What you hope to happen and where can people watch your podcast?
Oh, okay. So our podcast is called the Cynic and Community Podcast. So untuk next week it's going to be our 5th episode, kan? And Cheng will be the moderator together with another 2 Cynic team,
Yeah.
Misra and Shah.
Yeah.
And then we are going to make it more engaging. Yeah. Yeah, we've learned from our
try.
mistakes, kan kakak?
Yeah, we
We've
try.
learned from- yeah,
Let's
so we're
try.
trying.
I wouldn't say mistakes
Yeah.
lah. It's just
It's a process.
it's a
It's a
process
process,
lah.
betul. It's a learning
You're growing
Learning
from it.
process.
Alright.
Yeah.
And I think we can announce this
Yeah.
juga, kan kakak?
Betul?
Next
Oh,
year.
saya rasa macam kita punya podcast kena hijack ni.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's their moment. It's their moment.
Okay.
Yeah, jahat.
Okay. Kita boleh
Boleh,
announce,
boleh,
kan?
boleh.
So next year for podcast, we are going to collaborate together with Sip Sip Show.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the pressure.
Yep.
Shit, okay,
So-
official sudah.
Betul. It's official.
I
Kami
guess it's
announce
official.
sudah nih.
Maybe ada KK Podcast contoh.
Contoh.
Contoh. Wow.
We were thinking of doing instead of a KK Pod Fest, right? Because we feel there's not enough players to be a festival here. But it's big enough to do a conference. Like jangan dulu festival. We built out what a podcast is, the community here, the basic understanding of what a podcast is.
Yes.
Macam 1-2 days punya like forum workshops, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Maybe start
Betul.
small like
Yeah.
workshop.
Workshop.
Yeah, just to see whether we can grow the community here.
Yeah.
Yes. Betul. Betul.
Yeah, betul.
Please comment down below if you want a workshop for podcast.
Yeah, please.
They do it better than we do. We don't even do that.
We should be worried.
No, we're just old. We're just on the other age. Ayah mau komen ah. So where can they watch the Scenic podcast?
Oh yeah. So it's live on our Facebook. But if you missed it, you can go to our YouTube channel, Scenic and Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center to watch the full version of all the recording of from that live. We'll upload it on our YouTube channel. Yeah.
Nice.
Noise. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been
A sip show.
brought to you by Globes.
Globes dan Berhad. Macam saya mau cakap KL Podfest betul. Oh my god, we are bingung.
Thanks to Cheng and Mel from Scenic for dropping
Thank
in
you.
and sharing.
Thank you.
Sip
Always
show.
happy to be here with you guys.
So stay tuned, Scenic and Sip Show.
Yeah. Betul.
Kejutan sial.
Shout out to Hare Hare for the snacks behind the scenes for the pillows and Sweet for the cap.
Hey,
Peace.
Green.
See you in the next episode. Ciao, 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 ciao.
The Sip Show.